everybody to a very revealing show, The Masked Singer.
I know exactly who this is. God.
What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching The Real Review 3000 here with another episode of Unmasking the Masked Singer. Now, depending on how Game 6 of the World Series goes tonight, if Atlanta wins, tomorrow night will be Masked Singer. If not, I believe they'll continue playing the World Series, and Masked Singer will probably get pushed off to the next Wednesday. Either way, if Atlanta wins tonight, this will be released late on Tuesday as usual. But if not, we will release this next Tuesday at the normal time that we have been. But that's just a little heads up right here at the beginning of the video. If you're watching this on the 9th, then you already know that this has been pushed back. So whatever. We're going to talk about who was voted off, go over our correct guesses so far, if we were correct on the last one, and then we're going to run through who we think everybody is in Group B really quick, because we've already gone over a lot of these guys. But we're only going to talk about in depth the Caterpillar, which was the wild card last time that Group B was in, and then we get another wild card for Group B, and we'll talk about that briefly. But let's talk about who was voted off first, guys. So far, Octopus, Dwight Howard, Mother Nature was Vivica A. Fox, Pufferfish, our first guess, which we said Tony Braxton. It was Tony Braxton. That means one correct guess. Then next out was Dalmatian. Dalmatian was Tiger, and we did not guess on him because that was his first performance. Then the next person that was voted off was Baby. We said Larry the Cable Guy. It was Larry the Cable Guy. That made us 2-for-0. Then the next one voted off was Cupcake. We called for Ruthie Pointer, and it was Ruthie Pointer. That is 3-0. And then 2 weeks ago, Hamster was voted off. We said it was Rob Schneider. It was Rob Schneider. That makes us 4-0, guys. 4-0. We're doing great this year. Seems really easy this year. I'm not sure, because we're just not letting ourselves be tricked. We're going by voices and the clue package, which has really kind of cleared things up after Tyrese last year. But I think a lot of this has gotten easier because after Mark Sanchez a couple seasons ago, a lot of people looked at that and they were like certain it was somebody else. And then it was Mark Sanchez. I only heard of maybe one or two people, and I talked to a lot of people about the show. I only heard from one or two people who said that they saw the clue packages going that way. Now, I don't know if that they said that because they just were trying to sound smart, or if they really did see that. But I didn't hear anybody really say, oh yeah, I knew it. So the Mark Sanchez thing, I think, threw a wrench in the works, and they decided to kind of pull back from getting really obscure. So we're getting people we know. We're getting a lot of better clues. And on top of that, guys, we're really going by voices now. Really trying to pick out these voices more than before, I think. And that has really kind of cleared things up this season. So let's go over who is in Group B that we're pretty sure about. Banana Split. We've talked about the Emmys. We've talked about the shows that they've kind of allude to, American Idol, Big Break, all of this other stuff. And then the Banana Foster clue reference. We believe Banana Split is David Foster and Catherine McPhee. Now, Mallard. Who do you think the Mallard is? We think it's Willie Robinson of Duck Dynasty. The Red Phone, Duck Call. He talks about his platinum album. They had a Christmas album, Duck the Halls. He has a book. I think it talks about a best-selling book, The Duck Commander Family, I think is the name of the book. All of this stuff and the Chris Pratt reference, all of that. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, sings like a duck, it's a Robertson. Yeah. Anyways, Queen of Hearts. The only one we guessed on right from the get-go was the Queen of Hearts. And it was that darn horse, just point blank just led me to believe Jewel right from the get-go. I am not changing that. The voice, it sounds like her. All of this stuff, everything in this clue package talks about horses. Her ex-husband was a rodeo bronco rider, I believe. I'm not sure, bull, broncos, whatever. And it talks about her upbringing and how she was up in Alaska, or gives references to that. Everything, guys, leads to her, and I'm not changing that. It's Jewel. And now let's talk about the caterpillar. The wild card from last time, and then we're going to add one to this time, and that's all the wild cards, I believe. I think I said last time for Group A that was the last wild card. We got one more, guys, but let's talk about caterpillar really quick. Pretty darn certain, like almost 100%, that this is Bobby Burke. Not only does Bobby Burke have a little history here in Missouri, he actually ran away from home at 15, from Houston, Texas, I believe. And he actually found his way to Springfield, Missouri, which is just about 3 hours south of Kansas City, where I'm at. So there's some history there. I've watched a lot of videos of him talking about his childhood, his upbringing, how he felt about coming out. And it's a moving story. But I might know a little more about Bobby Burke than some people. So a lot of this stuff references not so much his past, which some of it does, but the clues we're going to talk about reference Queer Eye. He's one of the Fab Five. Fab Five. Let's talk about this. The Great Lakes, basketball, and the state of Michigan. Those three things reference the Michigan college basketball team that was known as the Fab Five. I think it was back in the 90s. Fab Five Michigan basketball team, Fab Five Queer Eye. Both the old and the new have been called the Fab Five. They show a hurricane, which I think is a reference to Hurricane Bob, which was one of the worst hurricanes in 1991. Bobby Burke. And then they have, I believe, 2 nominations for Queer Eye. It is with his co-stars, but that does go to the count for 12 total for the Masked Singers. So all of that kind of leads me really to believe it's Bobby Burke. Not just that, but again, it sounds like him. If you look up Bobby Burke sings, you will hear what I mean. This guy is talented. This guy, I don't know how he never got into singing. And he does sing. He has stuff out there. But I don't know how that isn't something he was picked up on. He is very talented, and it seems to me almost 100% that that's who Caterpillar is. Now, really quick, let's talk about the last wild card, which will be here in Group B either this Wednesday or Wednesday the 10th. Now, the beach ball, that's the last one. Only clue we have so far is 2 bandages in the shape of the letter X. No clue what that means. None at all. No guesses. No wondering who it is. Nothing. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see what happens. I hope they don't get voted off first, because I like to guess on these people. So I don't know who would be going home. If you had to guess right now based off of talent, it would be Willie Robertson. But I don't know who the beach ball is. And maybe the beach ball is just a throwaway contestant. Maybe it's a guy or a lady who's coming in for one time just to say, hey, look, here I am, and pimp something. I don't know. But you know how that goes, guys. We will find out either tomorrow on Wednesday the 3rd or next week, Wednesday the 10th, depending on what Atlanta does tonight. If Atlanta wins, we're on tomorrow. So, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know who you think all these people are. Let me know if you think the guessing is getting a little easier, or if you just think it's the clues that they're giving, or is it the fact that maybe for like us, where we're just listening to those voices now, and instead of guessing, maybe it could be this person or this person. When we hear a voice that sounds like somebody, we're going for it. That's who it is. Let me know what you guys think. Put down your guesses down below in the comments. With that said, guys, I am Chris Knight. This has been the Real Review 3000, and I'm officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and the Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach the Ego, use the Twitter handle @theego5150. We would like to thank the generous members of the Real Review 3000. Those members are Jesse Ritchie, JJ, aka Sithlord 3827, Lady Tariel, Yvette, Abraham Morales, and Anzo of Bigger Ford Entertainment. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at the Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For more information on how to become a member, click the join button below.